What's going on, guys? Alex Rudinger from RS Drums here, and today I'm going to walk you through how I do the output routing for Enso inside of Kontakt. For this video, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of explanation for every little thing. For me personally, whenever I get on YouTube and look up a how-to video specifically for software, I'm always like, this video's so long, and I'm just jumping through it trying to find the thing I need to know. So I'm just going to show you what I do. Some of it could be open to interpretation. I think for the most part, that'll help all of you that are confused figure it out. But for anyone that it doesn't, if you need additional help, you can, of course, reach out to Anoop or myself, and we will help you out. So with that said, I'll just show you my process. The first thing we're going to do is go ahead and create a MIDI instrument track, which I've already done here. After that, we're going to go over here and load up Kontakt and drag in the Enso NKI, which I've also already done. So the real first step is going up here to these little white boxes. You're going to click the word output. That's going to pull up the output window. What you see inside that right now is the Enso default output configuration. We basically want to add a bunch of different outputs so we can have total mixing control over all the different sound sources and all the different microphones, just like you would a real drum kit. So to do that, we're going to hit this little plus sign. That pulls up another little window. The first question, quantity, this one's up to you guys. I am going to use 16 total. We're going to use the default Enso stereo output as the first one. So if we're making 16 total and we're using that one, we just need to add 15 here. Number of channels, that just means however many channels per output. So you want that to say 2, so it's in stereo. Down below that, sound card / host output. Because we're using 1 and 2, you want to select whatever the third option is, which for me is this one. Below that, ascending output assignment, you want to make sure that's checked. That just means that all the outputs are going to be in ascending order. Delete existing channels. The way we're doing this, no need to have that checked, so go ahead and leave it blank. Make this your default configuration. That's really up to you guys. I would recommend doing it, but for me right now, I'm going to go ahead and not do it. But if you want to avoid having to do this every time you use Enso, I definitely recommend it. So once you've got all that stuff decided on, you go ahead and hit OK. So let's go ahead and double check this. It goes up to 16 right here, and there are 2 channels for each, so 31, 32 on 16. That's all perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and rename all of this to be whatever you want to have control over, starting with kick 1, or kick in, I'm sorry, on the first output there. So kick in, we'll do kick out, and label from there. Alright, so after we've finished that, the next thing we're going to do is do the actual routing from Enso into these outputs. So we're going to go ahead and close the little output window for a moment to make some space. Starting with the kick drum, down here by the little phase flip button, right to the right of that is an arrow, and that's how you're going to route everything to its own designated output. So if you click on that, you're just going to line these up with whatever output you select for them. If you want it to be like a real drum kit, I recommend just matching it with whatever you just made. So kick in is going to go to kick in, kick out, kick out. We'll put kick out 2 and kick out as well. Overheads to overheads, and so on and so forth. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this for every single one of the sound sources in Enso. Alright, so once you've finished that, now we can go ahead and add all the auxiliary inputs. So we're going to go ahead and close out of Enso for a moment, go back to the main Pro Tools window, go to Track, New, and we're going to create 15 stereo auxiliary inputs. We're not doing 16 because we're using the main stereo output for kick in, which is what Enso defaults to. So this instrument track will be kick in, and if we want 16 total, which is what we're doing, we're going to add 15 auxiliary inputs, making a total of 16 with the instrument track. So create. And now we're going to basically just label all of these to match everything that we did for the outputs in Enso. So let's go ahead and do that. And once we finish that, we can go ahead and do the actual routing from the outputs of Kontakt to the inputs of these auxiliary channels. So again, kick in is just the default. That's the instrument track. So we're going to go here on the input of the first auxiliary, which is kick out. Go to plugin, Kontakt, kick out. And we're just going to go ahead and line this up for all the rest of the tracks. All right, and once you've done that, that's pretty much it. If we go ahead and open up Kontakt again now, if we actually click on some different sound sources, we're going to see that they are coming in the correct auxiliary input, hopefully anyway. So that's correct. We got snare coming in, snare top and bottom. Let's check if it's coming in the other correct mics. Overheads, close rooms, mid rooms, far rooms. That's all perfect. Let's go check out maybe a cymbal. So for hi-hat here, I routed it to its own channel on the far right. It's also coming in overheads, close room, mid room, far room. That's all perfect. Maybe if we check out a tom, coming in the overheads, close room, mid room, far room, and it should be coming in the correct. Oop, can't quite see it there. Can I make enough space? Yeah. It's coming in floor tom 2 there. That's perfect. So everything has been routed correctly. And now you're ready to create, mix, and have a good old time, just like you would any other drum software type thing. So that's it, guys. If you have any other questions, like I said, if you get stuck on anything, feel free to reach out to Anoop or myself, and we will help you out. If you haven't already, please give us a follow on Instagram and all those other social medias. Feel free to read more, learn more, and hopefully purchase if you haven't already on rsdrums.com. And that is it for now. Enjoy. We're real stoked about Enso, so we hope you are too. Talk to you soon, guys. Peace.